What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another classic video. Here we are going to talk about something, this has actually been going on around the FGC for the past week or so, and people have actually been wanting me to talk about it on Twitter. At first, I wasn't going to, but, I'm going to go ahead and just give my thoughts on the situation and what's going on. And it has something to do with the YouTuber that goes by the name of True Under Dawg Gaming. So I'm pretty sure most of y'all know who True Under Dawg Gaming is. He is a Mortal Kombat content creator. He's been doing YouTube for a while now. But True Under Dawg Gaming, he's been getting some backlash for a couple of videos that he's done in the last few days or so. Mainly is the video that I'm showing right here. True Under Dawg Gaming did a video on Mortal Kombat 1 versus Tekken 8, and in the video he was saying some pretty wild stuff. A lot of the stuff that he was saying was just downright wrong, to the point where it was like you could kind of hear in his voice that he knew it was wrong, but he was saying it anyway. And basically he's got a lot of people thinking that he may be working as an employer for NRS. And here's the thing about it, this has actually been going on for some years when it comes to True Under Dawg Gaming, that people have been thinking that, he's under NETHERRELM's payroll or whatever. It was something that I didn't think about until something happened like a year and a half ago. And I'm going to get to that later on in the video. That kind of made me kind of be like, all right, you know what? Since this shit happened, he got to be under somebody's payroll for it to happen. But I'm going to save that for the end of the video because it's kind of a different subject to what I'm about to talk about now when it comes to True Under Dawg Gaming. And like I said, True Under Dawg Gaming, his last couple of videos that he made, he's getting a little backlash on the videos that he made. The reason why he's getting backlash is because if you watch his videos, he's trying to construct Mortal Kombat 1 when it comes to Tekken. And basically he's either trying to make people believe that Mortal Kombat 1 is better than Tekken, or Tekken 8 is just not as good as Mortal Kombat 1, or he's basically kind of saying, okay, you know what, Tekken 8 is not all that great, and we just gotta be like, okay, you know what, that's just not true. Now, does Tekken 8 have its issues? Yes, every game does, because every game is not perfect. Tekken 8 has a lot of issues, but the issues that Tekken 8 has nothing to do with player hindrance, okay? The issues that Mortal Kombat 1 has a lot to do with player hindrance, has a lot to do with player enjoyment, and basically has a lot to do with the lack of player content. You feel what I'm saying? And not only that, the numerous delays, you know what I'm saying? The busted system that people just don't like. It's just a lot of things that Mortal Kombat 1 has. A lot of issues that Mortal Kombat 1 has. I've done various videos on Mortal Kombat 1, kind of explaining the issues that it has and what Mortal Kombat 1 needs to do. First of all, I want to say shout out to Mike Hollow for reporting the video. Mike Hollow brung it to a lot of people's attention on the video that True Under Dawg Gaming did. Like I said, True Under Dawg Gaming, he's just one of those YouTubers, he has a big subscriber count, but you know what I'm saying? But like I said, since Mortal Kombat 1 has been out, his takes and his content has been very questionable lately. But I was the type of person, I kind of seen that, but I wasn't going to say nothing about it. I was just going to sit back and wait. Because to be quite honest with you, I don't know if people had paid attention to it. He actually did a video on Fate like a month ago where he was constantly mispronouncing Fate's name. He was calling him Feet. And I was just like, is he doing this on purpose? Is this a disrespect or whatever? But True Under Dawg Gaming was clearly mispronouncing Fate's name wrong throughout the video, and I was just like, okay, clearly he didn't do his homework on Fate, on that YouTuber. So it was kind of like, when I seen that, I was just like, all right, you know what, something's going on with this dude. But I didn't say nothing. But now, since people like Mike Hollow, shout out to Mike Hollow, shout out to MK Tom Brady, and a lot of people are like, it's time to speak up on what this dude is doing, because right now, like I said, his takes and his content are very questionable. The video that I'm gonna focus on for the most part is the Mortal Kombat 1 versus Tekken 8. Now, I'm not gonna do no chime in or anything like that, because I'm gonna be quite honest with you, I just didn't really have the time for all of that. So I'm basically just going to reference a lot of things that he said in the video. If y'all want to go ahead and check the video out, just go to his channel and click on this thumbnail right here. You know, go ahead and check that video out. But he said a lot of things that really got a lot of people, both Tekken fans and Mortal Kombat fans, either scratching their heads or kind of upset on the takes, because when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1, it almost seems like True Under Dawg Gaming is completely ignorant to what's going on. I'm just being all the way real. It's like he's completely ignorant to what's going on when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1. And it's almost like he's trying to find a way to salvage it by word of mouth instead of, you know, making content like the rest of us to try to get ideas out there to make Mortal Kombat 1 better. You feel what I'm saying? And that's another thing that I want to touch on when I come to True Under Dawg Gaming. Now, you know, a lot of people will call it, maybe it's just fanboyism, maybe it's just him being shill or whatever. But the honest to God truth when it comes to True Under Dawg Gaming is that if you are really a true passionate MK player or MK1 or whatever, if you truly do love Mortal Kombat, you've got to call it down the middle. You have got to tell the public and the audience what Mortal Kombat 1 is doing wrong. You've got to tell them the issues when it comes to Mortal Kombat. Now, he has made a couple of videos kind of saying this, kind of saying that, but it's more like a sweep under the rug. And what I'm getting at is, if y'all remember before Tekken 8 came out, if y'all go back to the whole when the base roster got leaked, and I made the video on how I wasn't happy with what was going on with Tekken 8 at the time, because there was a lot of crazy shit going on. You know, the base roster had got leaked. You know, I was just trying to be like, okay, you know, everybody stay cool. If it's real or not, Bandai Namco is going to tell us and all of this. And then, you know, Harada ended up lying about it and all of that. Just the whole crazy stuff that was going on when it came to Tekken 8 at that time. And I made a video on it basically, you know, because I was upset about the issues that was going on, you know, all of the leaks and all of that. So people know that. People know that. Not only that, I was reporting on what I really absolutely loved about Tekken 8. And I also reported on what I was having issues with when it came to Tekken 8. Like the whole issue when they decided to get rid of the infinite matches. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get at is that when you love a game and you have passion for that game, you're going to call it down the middle. Wherever there's a yin, there's a yang. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, and when it comes to Mortal Kombat, you know, a lot of us have either given Mortal Kombat games their props and they've critiqued Mortal Kombat. You feel what I'm saying? The reason for it is because you have to do that. You've got to call it down the middle. Nothing is perfect. Every game has its issues. It's either going to be kind of like Tekken 8 where everything is great more than the issues, or like Mortal Kombat 1. Shit is just fucked up on side of everything being good. That's just how it is. And you got YouTubers like myself. You got YouTubers like Mike Hollow, MK Tom Brady, Super, GSR. One thing that we have done is we are not afraid to voice the issues that's going on with Mortal Kombat 1. You feel what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately for Mortal Kombat 1, there's really nothing to praise about Mortal Kombat 1 other than the roster. I absolutely love Mortal Kombat 1's roster. I love Mortal Kombat 1's roster. I love the fact that they put the effort in bringing a lot of these classic characters back. Characters like Reiko, characters like Nitara, even though the whole Megan Fox situation was kind of fucked up. Reptile, you know what I'm saying? So they made an effort in bringing classic characters back. I was not happy that they made Stryker a cameo. That was fucked up, but you know what I'm saying? But still, there are some things that I still do like about Mortal Kombat 1. I do like the roster. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to get at is you got to call it down the middle. And like I said, me and the other YouTubers that I've mentioned, guys like Mike Hollow, Tom Brady, GSR, Super, we have all voiced our opinion. Even Wave Report, we've all voiced our opinion on the game and what the game needs to do to get better. True Under Dawg Gaming, for some strange reason, is not doing that. He is not voicing his opinion on why the game is at its current state as it is, or what Mortal Kombat 1 or what NRS needs to do to make Mortal Kombat 1 better. What does NRS need to do to turn this around? True Under Dawg Gaming is not doing that. When you watch this video, it's almost like, you know, he's kind of using Tekken as some type of rag. You feel what I'm saying? And I just don't think it's fair. It was really unfair of a lot of the shit that he was saying in this video. When you make a video like this, you gotta call it down the middle, and he did not do that. You have to have an argument. When you make a video of a Mortal Kombat 1 versus Tekken 8, it has to be in a banter-like fashion. Because I remember the video that I did, Mortal Kombat 1 versus Street Fighter 6. I was all the way real in that video. I spoke my mind in that video. And I was telling people, historically, I prefer Mortal Kombat. Even though I love Street Fighter, if everything was right, I would prefer Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter. But it turned out that Mortal Kombat 1 ended up fucked up. So it's like, you know, I'd rather play Street Fighter casually, you feel what I'm saying, over Mortal Kombat 1. Because Street Fighter 6 is just the better game overall. You feel what I'm saying? But I did that video a few months back. Now, if Mortal Kombat 1 was a great game, I would probably be playing Mortal Kombat 1 more than Street Fighter on a casual level. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just putting that out there. But in the video, True Under Dawg Gaming is basically, instead of saying, okay, what good and what bad does both games have, he makes it very one-sided. It's very one-sided in this video. To a certain extent, he doesn't even mention Mortal Kombat 1 at all. He really doesn't. The video is basically about bashing Tekken. I'm just keeping it all the way real with y'all. And this is probably where people say that he's a clickbait YouTuber, because when you make a video like this, you can't make it one-sided. And this video was clearly one-sided. And, you know, he said a lot of things in this video that were just making people just be like, what the fuck is going on? You feel what I'm saying? And I looked at the comment section in the video, and people were flabbergasted. People were getting on him in that comment section. You feel what I'm saying? Because even though, let's just say, a lot of those people that were in his comment section were Mortal Kombat fans, they just knew the honest to God truth. They knew the honest to God truth that what he was spitting just was not true. And there was a lot of things that he talked about. And one of the main things that he talked about is that I think it was the 636 mark of that video. I'm not sure. I think it was the 336 mark. I'm not sure. But it was somewhere in the video where he said that he was clearly doing it for views. Like, he literally admitted in the video the only reason why he is doing that particular video is for views, and the only reason why he's practically covering Tekken is for views. And I'm saying to myself, there you go, right there. So you really can't take this dude seriously when it comes to him talking about Tekken 8 at this point. Now, he did say that Tekken is one of his favorite franchises. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, who knows? But the takes that he was given when it came to Tekken 8, I found it kind of hard to believe, because clearly his knowledge is just not there. You feel what I'm saying? And also, too, he makes a story comparison when it comes to the two games. Pretty much, he basically bashes Tekken's story. He says that Tekken just has the same stuff going on in the story. You know what? That's called tradition. You feel what I'm saying? It's called tradition, and it's called foundation, and that's what Tekken rides off of. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if it was one of those situations where Tekken 8 was a completely new story from scratch or whatever, people would not be invested in it. I'm going to tell you that right now. You know, sometimes that's what you got to do. Bandai Namco does do that well. They do make us wonder, okay, you know what, in the next Tekken game, will this rivalry happen? Will this part of the story happen? Which Mishima is going to do this? Which Kazama is going to do this? You feel what I'm saying? So Tekken is pretty good at that. And I like the fact that Tekken does that. But True Under Dawg Gaming doesn't think so. He thinks it's just the same old shit. And he practically prefers Mortal Kombat 1 story over Tekken 8 story. And I don't understand why people keep defending Mortal Kombat 1 story. Mortal Kombat 1 story was trash, everybody. It was completely trash. Not just because of the whole multiverse bullshit. It was because of the other fragmented bullshit that they decided to put in different parts of the story. Like the whole Sindel thing. Like, nobody wants to relive that. To be quite honest with you, that's what started the downfall of Mortal Kombat and NRS as we know it. That whole Sindel shit. It started this whole downfall way back in Mortal Kombat 9. And NetherRealm had the fucking audacity to make us relive that shit. They had the audacity to make us relive that bullshit. That whole Sindel situation caused the downfall of Mortal Kombat as we speak. It really did. And NetherRealm made us relive that shit. So that is a major L once again for Mortal Kombat 1 story. On top of the multiverse bullshit, double L right there. The fact that Mortal Kombat 1 did not have a legit clean-cut hero at the end of the story was a major L. And they did that to shove Liu Kang down our throats again. Now, people were sitting there saying, no, they're just doing that because, you know, they're going to make another Aftermath DLC. That's where they're going to get the real hero. It don't matter. This was the original storyline. It should have been a hero. It should have been a clean-cut hero when it came to Mortal Kombat 1, and there wasn't one. Yeah, you could put a different character in there, but what happened at the end? Absolutely nothing. Who did they show at the end? They showed Liu Kang. So there was a lot of issues here with Mortal Kombat 1's story that I don't know why people are defending it. And I do think Tekken 8 had the better storyline. Now, I've went on record by saying Tekken 8 story is great, but it ain't perfect. There were still some things in Tekken 8 that I felt like they should have did better. You know, like the whole Reina situation, you know, I kind of felt like they should have waited for her to make her transformation probably in a DLC, you feel what I'm saying? Or at least just showed us the Devil Gene eye and not let her transform right away. So like I said, yeah, Tekken 8 story, there were a couple of things that I felt like they could have done better or different. But at the end of the day, it is way better than Mortal Kombat 1's trash story. And that's facts. And then he goes on record by saying that he just absolutely can't stand Tekken 8's arcade cinematic endings. And I'm just sitting up here like, see, this is where I question where he says he's a true Tekken fan. If you were a true Tekken fan, you would already know that those endings are not canon. And you already know that those endings are one of the main reasons why casual players go through the game and beat it. You feel what I'm saying? Because people want to see the ending movies. Classic shit. At the end of the Tekken 2, the cinematic movies, we all wanted to see every last one of them. Tekken 3, Tekken 4, Tekken 5. It just goes on and on. Like Tekken 7. Tekken 7's endings, they were kind of lackluster, but they were there. But you know what I'm saying? But that's one of the enjoyments. That is one of the traditional things when it comes to Tekken. The arcade ladder ending movies. Everybody loves them. Everybody wants to see them. Everybody has fun with them. Not one time in no Tekken game that I watch a Tekken ending movie and feel disappointed about it. Because we know the endings aren't canon. You know what those endings are for? Those endings are for us to relate to the characters. That's what those endings are for, True Under Dawg Gaming. Come on now. You say you a Tekken fan. You should have known that. You should have known that. It has nothing to do with a canon story. You feel what I'm saying? Those ending movies are for us to relate to the characters and to simply enjoy. Now, of course, with the story being there, of course we know that they're not canon. Now you flip side and go over to Mortal Kombat. What has Mortal Kombat been doing with their storylines at the end of the arcade ladders? Giving us the same newspaper art every single time? You feel what I'm saying? The shit getting old as fuck. NetherRealm got the technology to do it. Why don't they give us cinematic endings at the end of the ladders of arcade mode in Mortal Kombat? You know, we sick of those type of endings where you just got a character just stand there and then you got somebody narrating the whole damn thing. That shit is old, man. It's old. They've been doing that shit since Mortal Kombat 9, man. They need to give that shit up. People getting sick of that. People don't even look forward to that shit. When I played Mortal Kombat 11, I didn't even look forward to that shit. So True Under Dawg Gaming, he wrong on that one. True Under Dawg Gaming, that's a L right there. You know damn well the Tekken 8 or Tekken endings, cinematic arcade endings in general, you know damn well they're not canon, and you know why they're there. They're there for the enjoyment. They're there for us to relate. I don't know. I'm saying up here he know damn well. I don't know. I don't think he knows. You feel what I'm saying? He says he's a true Tekken fan, so you should have known that shit. And I'm going to just keep it all the way real. This dude is the first dude I've ever seen to actually bash Tekken's ending movies. Like, nobody bashes Tekken's ending movies, man. Do you know how many other fighting game communities, people from other fighting game communities, wish their fighting games did that? And y'all know I'm a hardcore Virtua Fighter veteran. And one thing that we never get when it comes to a Virtua Fighter game, we never get endings. We never get endings. So when Tekken gives us these endings, I cherish them. Because Virtua Fighter never gives us these endings. And that's why I'm kind of disappointed at True Under Dawg Gaming for coming at Tekken's arcade endings like that. Because there are a lot of other fighting games and fighting game franchises and fighting game communities that don't get those type of endings. That's crazy. And he's the first motherfucker that I know to criticize that shit. I don't understand it. And it's almost like he's jealous of Tekken. I'm sensing a little jealousy on the part of True Under Dawg Gaming when he talks about that, you know? And then he basically makes a bold statement. He makes a bold statement, and this is where he needs to delete the video, or he at least needs to unlist the video. He's practically telling people, don't look forward to extra content coming out for Tekken. It's just going to be online and that's it. Well, guess what, True Under Dawg Gaming? Harada just announced extra story DLC. They just announced basically the Tekken shop, which is 50-50 right now, but still. They have announced extra content for the game. Plenty of extra content is coming. Tekken 8 is only in its infancy, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get Tekken Force at some point or another when it comes to extra content. So extra content has already been confirmed. That was a bold statement for him to make. And I think that he said that shit because he knows ain't shit coming from Mortal Kombat 1. You know, and he sat there and defended Invasions mode. That's a L right there. You cannot defend Invasions mode. That I've said it before. That mode is a Game Boy game. You should never defend a mode like that. Ever. Invasions mode is unacceptable. And not, you know, I can go on and on and on because I'm really good at picking things apart. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, the thing is, True Under Dawg Gaming's comments, especially when it comes to this particular video, like I said, it's been the last few videos that he's been making, but with this particular video and what he said, this is what's got people really thinking that this dude may be, you know, maybe getting, I guess you could say, maybe getting paid by NRS to say the things that he's saying. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe to get on here, do a YouTube video about why Mortal Kombat is better, or make it seem like he's making it a competitive banter thing, but really he's bashing Tekken. Like, a lot of people are starting to think that. A lot of people are starting to think NRS may be behind his content right now, or maybe telling him, hey, look, go out there and make a Mortal Kombat 1 versus Tekken video and we'll give you this, we'll give you that. It's making people think that. Now, I'm going to sit up here and say, I don't know if that's truly happening, but there's something I will have to say at the end of the video. I keep on telling y'all, stick around to the end of the video, because I also want to say this about True Under Dawg Gaming. And the reason why I'm going to mention this is because a couple of weeks ago, when I did a video, my response video when it came to Punk, y'all remember that he and another YouTuber made fun of my views. You feel what I'm saying? And so I had to clap back at that other YouTuber for making fun of my fucking views. And the way that I clapped back at him, because I basically proved that his YouTube channel, he's using that YouTube channel to live. That YouTube channel that he was using is his life cycle. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people were questioning, why does True Under Dawg Gaming make this type of content, like the clickbaity shield content, or however y'all want to call it? Why does he do this? Well, you know, I don't like talking about this shit. You feel what I'm saying? I really don't. But in this case, I have to. And the thing about it is, the reason that he makes this type of content is just like I proved with the other YouTuber that tried to make fun of me. He has to make this type of content because if he don't, he gonna starve. Plain and simple. And you can kind of tell the way that True Under Dawg Gaming's content is. He has to make a viral video damn near every day of his life, or else his light's gonna get cut off. That's just plain and simple, you know. I'm not knocking him for it, but I'm just giving people the idea on why he's making this type of content that just seems like, you know, it's just a lot of filler coming out of his mouth. To a certain extent, he has to do it. If NETHERRELM ain't telling him to do it, he has to do it in order to eat at night. he has to do it in order to take care of shit at home because he's using his YouTube channel as a life cycle. That's just how it is. You know, I said that about the other YouTuber that tried to make fun of me. And it's like that. Because I don't try to knock nobody for it, but it is the honest to God truth when it comes to a lot of these YouTubers. And True Under Dawg Gaming is one of those YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? His YouTube channel is his life cycle. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why he's making these questionable videos when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1 versus Tekken 8, or the biggest lie ever told about Mortal Kombat 1 or some shit like that. So he thinking about putting food on the table. You feel what I'm saying? If NETHERRELM ain't doing it themselves. His behavior has got people thinking that he may be under the employment of NRS. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that he is or he isn't, but the evidence is there. And, you know, what I'm about to explain now could kind of go towards that he may be under the employment of NRS. You feel what I'm saying? And if people remember correctly, probably like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, True Under Dawg Gaming got his channel terminated. Like, his channel was literally terminated from YouTube. And, you know, you don't want to ever see nobody get their channels terminated, because YouTube, once you get your channel terminated, that is it. You're not going to get nothing back. Sometimes, depending on the severity of the punishment, YouTube will let you come back and make another channel. But you will have to start all the way fucking over. The reason that I know this is because actually I had a channel before I had this channel. You know, it was like a sneaker channel, but I was really just fucking around on it. And the reason that I lost that channel was because I did a little video of a shoe. It was a Nike shoe that had not yet been released to the public. The reason why I got the Nike shoe, because being from Chicago, I had a House of Hoops hookup. You feel what I'm saying? And being a Jordan collector, so, you know, I had people that I knew in the House of Hoops that hooked me up on the kicks. You feel what I'm saying? And so I decided to make a video about it, you know, sport the kicks on the video. And next thing I know, channel gets flagged, channel gets taken away from me because I put a product that was not released to the public on display. And I was like, damn. You know, and I didn't know what I was doing. You feel what I'm saying? But it wasn't no big deal because all I had was like, what, 18 subscribers at the time. So, you know, it wasn't no big deal. So this D All The Way G channel is actually my second channel. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I had actually lost the channel. Now, the reason that I'm explaining that is because, like I said, when True Under Dawg Gaming lost his channel, and then I think it took roughly like a week and a half or 2 weeks, he was telling people that, you know, his channel is coming back and this and that and this and that. And I was like, ain't no way. If he comes back, you know, it's going to be a totally new channel. And turns out True Under Dawg Gaming miraculously was able to get his channel back. Not only that he was able to get his channel back, he was able to get his views back. He was able to get his subscribers back. And he was also able to get his monetization back. When that happened, that's how I know some shit ain't right. Because I'm going to sit here and say right now, we already know what happened to Low Tier God. Low Tier God lost his channel and couldn't get his shit back. He tried to make a second channel, but, you know, some shit happened there. But guys like Young Pharaoh had 500,000 subscribers, lost his channel, was never able to get that particular channel back. He had to make a new channel. True Under Dawg Gaming got his channel back and got all of his subscribers back, all of his views back. That was some suspect ass shit. And I'm sitting here telling myself, like, in order for some shit like that to happen, yeah, True Under Dawg Gaming, he made a video explaining what happened and how he got the channel back. I'm sitting up here like, you know what? I think somebody up at NETHERRELM / Warner Brothers pulled some fucking strings. I really do believe that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Warner Brothers, them motherfuckers, man. Warner Brothers, they know how to pull strings. And I think, I'm not saying definitely, I'm thinking either NRS / Warner Brothers had something to do with True Under Dawg Gaming not only getting his channel back, but getting all of his subscribers, his partnership, his monetization, getting all of that back. Because that just doesn't happen in YouTube. I know YouTubers had 2 million subscribers lost their channels and they're just gone. They're gone because, like, if you lose 2 million subscribers, I ain't coming back to YouTube. That's too much work. And he was able to get his channel back. So I felt that was very suspect. Very suspect. And like I said, so many people done lost their YouTube channels, and that had been it. You feel what I'm saying? And that just kind of told me right there, like, yeah, I think NRS had a little hand in that. And like I said, True Under Dawg Gaming, he did kind of soap opera it up a little bit with his video, but I wasn't buying it. I wasn't buying it because no one else had returned with their main channel with everything back. That was the first time that ever happened. And like I said, I'm not going to say it's legit, but it is evidence to say that he may be working under NRS, or NRS has him under employment, or whatever. It is there. The evidence is there. Because like I said, no one has lost a YouTube channel and was able to come back with their same shit. Nobody. You feel what I'm saying? So I just had to get that out there. That was just something for y'all to think about, you know, when it comes to this situation where people are saying that he may be working for NRS. That's just some evidence right there. Ain't proof, but it's some evidence. But at the end of the day, this particular video, along with a couple other videos, has got people really scratching their heads about True Under Dawg Gaming and his takes and his content lately. You feel what I'm saying? And here in this video, I just want to talk about that particular video and what he said about Tekken. And I just kind of feel like what he said about Tekken, a lot of shit that he said about Tekken was just wrong. And I just feel like he's doing it to cope. I think he is a little bit jealous of Tekken. You know, sometimes that may be some type of fanboy type shit. Who knows? I think he's kind of jealous of Tekken. And he really does want Mortal Kombat 1 to succeed. But, you know, True Under Dawg Gaming, you got to face the cold, hard facts. The first thing you have to do, face the facts of what's going on with Mortal Kombat 1. Face the facts, then try to find ways to fix it. Or try to help to find ways to fix it. Like making a video on what Mortal Kombat 1 needs to do. Or what NRS needs to do. Just like the rest of us have. You feel what I'm saying? Because I kind of feel like what he's doing when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1 kind of giving us a false belief on what's going on with Mortal Kombat 1, that ain't going to get the job done. And as I speak right now, Peacemaker is out and people are not happy with it. All right? Everybody say Peacemaker going to save Mortal Kombat 1. But isn't that what people said about Spawn in MK11? That Spawn was going to save MK11? People just need to stop this shit. People need to stop this shit. You see, that's what I don't like about these NRS games. They want to bring out some fucking superhero character thinking it's going to save a franchise. It's not going to happen. It's not going to fucking happen. Like I said, we went through the same shit with Spawn in MK11. How that shit turned out. Peacemaker ain't going to do shit. All right. I just wanted to come on here and just basically, you know, give my thoughts and my feelings and what's going on with True Under Dawg Gaming and why I feel that he's been making the content that he's been making. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below about what's going on with True Under Dawg Gaming and his terrible takes when it comes to Tekken and Mortal Kombat as of late. And also, too, do y'all think that he was purposely disrespecting Fate by mispronouncing his name as Feet? But let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for more of this real talk shit. My name is Demetrius. I will get back at y'all in the next video. God bless. Stay safe. I am out. Peace.